In this video, we're going to talk about how to efficiently and effectively print spreadsheets. Printing spreadsheets can be a cumbersome task if you're not aware of page layout functions. You can end up playing around with margins and randomly selecting data for print. To make it easy for you, we're going to familiarize you with options which will make you efficient at generating a printer-friendly worksheet. We're going to introduce you to the following options in page layout: setting print area, themes, margins, orientation, header and footer, repeating rows on top, scale to fit width and height of the table, printing headings. So let me take you through an example to familiarize you with the page layout options. Let's say we want to be able to format this particular sheet. It has column headers, corresponding data set, and two major headlines. As you can see, currently it is not properly formatted. First, we're just going to format the table, and then we are going to set it such that it can be printed, because currently if you go to the print preview, you can see that not all columns are in the same page, and hence the document is as long as 6 pages, and it's not really looking printer friendly either. So let's just go ahead and convert it into a table first. So after selecting the data, I'm going to click on Insert. Under Tables, I'm going to click on Table. I know that the first row consists of my column headers, so I'm going to let that box remain checked, and I'm going to click OK. Now let's select the entire data set. Go to Page Layout. Page Layout has various options. You can manipulate those options to set the print area and print what you want to print. So the first option is themes. So in that, let's say I want to change the theme to office, or let's say we want to change the theme to agency. We can change the theme by clicking on the drop down, so the color of the table would change accordingly. I want to fill these two cells with different colors, so I'm just going to click on one cell. Say I want to change it to lighter blue, and this one perhaps lighter brown, say. Okay, now let's go back to the page layout. And the second segment is page setup. First one is margins. So we want the margin to be normal, so we can go ahead and select that. Orientation, we want it to appear in portrait format, so I'm going to click on portrait. If you have way too many column headers and you have wider data set, then you can click on landscape, but I'm going to go ahead and click on portrait. In terms of size, I'm going to click on A4 size paper. That's the most common paper size used. Whenever you need to print an Excel sheet, you need to first select the data which you want to print. Then under page setup in page layout, click on this drop down called print area and click set print area. This is telling the printer that this is what needs to be printed. After we have set the print area, a particular dotted line has appeared between column K and column L. That means that column L would be appearing in a different page. But we do not want that. We want all these column headers, which range from column B2 through L2, to appear in the same page, and they should appear in every page. If you go down in the data set, you can see that our page 2 consists of only this data. It does not contain column headers. We can verify this by clicking on the print preview. As you can see, column headers are appearing only in the first page, and the last column is appearing in page 4. So we're going to go back to page layout, and under scale to fit, there's an option called width. We're going to click on that drop down. Currently it says automatic. We're going to change this to 1 page. Once we do that, the dotted line has disappeared, and if you go back to print preview, you can see that the last column has appeared in the first page as well. And when we drag down, there are only 3 pages to be printed. However, column headers have still not appeared. Under page setup, there is something called print tiles. Click on that, another dialog box will open. There is something called rows to repeat at the top. Once you click on this sign and select the rows which you would like to repeat on every page. In this case, it would be our column headers. So I'm going to just select those rows, and then I'm going to just click this sign. And then I can go ahead and click on print preview to see if something has changed. Yes, it has. Now let's say I want A, B, C, D to print as well. That means I want these column headings, column B, C, D headings to appear as well. So I'm going to go to page layout. Under sheet options, there's something called headings. Currently only view is clicked. If I uncheck view, then you can see column names have disappeared. So I'm going to go ahead and check view again. And then I'm going to click on print. Once I do that, I'm going to go to print preview. In print preview, we can see that B through column L have appeared. Now imagine that you wanted to print this entire table in 2 pages. Currently, it is appearing in 3 pages. So I'm going to go to scale to fit under page layout. And under height, I'm going to change from automatic to 1 page. And when I go back to print preview, you can see this has completely changed. Although it's not looking great, but it has shrunk to 1 page. Another way of approaching this is by simply going to print tiles. And in that, you can go ahead and click on page. And if you click on fit to 1 page and wide by 1 page, it is automatically going to change it to shrink to 1 page. If you click on header and footer, we can go ahead and insert header and footer from this particular tab. Let's say I want a footer which tells me pages 1 of 1. And I'm going to click OK. Now if you see, a footer has appeared, but currently the issue is that in the final page there's only 1 row. And we do not want that. We want the entire table to come in just 2 pages. So we are going to go back to page layout, and under height we are going to change it to 2 pages, and under width we are going to change it to 1 page. And now if we check the print preview, the data has shrunk to 2 pages. Now you can simply go ahead and click print, and it'll print the entire table in 2 pages as opposed to our initial number of pages, which was 6. Hope this was useful.
This video was brought to you by CXO Learning Academy, a premier learning initiative by CXO Math. For any queries, you can email us at learning@cxomath.com. Thank you.